That smells a little funky. What's up everyone, I'm Chris. We got Steph behind the camera and we're hungry to travel. We are here in Sofia, Bulgaria, and if you didn't know, there is a ton of street food and little local shops selling quick bites on the go. So today, we are taking you on a huge street food tour of Sofia, tasting some interesting local foods, and we're starting it all off with the most well-known breakfast. Come on. We have our special Bulgarian breakfast, so let's stand right here on the street and give it a try. So what we have here is banitsa. Now this is one of, if not the most popular Bulgarian foods in the entire country, and a lot of people eat it for breakfast. So what we have here is a phyllo dough pastry, and you can see there, look at that, all of those layers of the phyllo dough. It is hot, it is crispy and crunchy, and it is filled with a nice, fresh, salty, briny cheese, a white cheese called sirena, and oh, that smells so good. Okay, breakfast bite here. Oh, wow, that is so yummy. The phyllo dough is so light and airy and fluffy, but the outside is really crispy, and it is absolutely filled with that white sirena cheese. Look at that. It's creamy, it's a bit salty. Oh, it's so cool how banitsa is made in a large tray and it coils almost like a snake, and you get big pieces like this. These are the end pieces. You can see how crispy it is there. Just so crunchy. What makes the dough so buttery and tasty is that they brush a thin layer of yogurt and egg in between each layer, and it just makes it just buttery, really. That's amazing. And we can't forget the drink that you're supposed to eat your banitsa with. We have a boza here. Now, boza is a fermented malt and wheat drink, and you can see it's quite thick. So I think I should shake it up a little bit. But this is a very popular drink to eat with your banista here for breakfast. Oh. Go. Whoa, that smells a little funky, almost like a wheat stew, but okay, cheers. Oh, that's really thick. It almost tastes like a sour wheat cereal, like Weetabix or something like that. This is a heavy drink, but it's so healthy for you with all the minerals and vitamins that are supposed to be inside of it.
Is it sweet?
It's sweet, it's sour, it's thick. It's almost like savory at the same time too, but it has a very interesting taste. Okay, I can see how that works. It's almost like you have your breakfast cereal with your breakfast pastry. Not a bad combo.
This next food is strictly Bulgarian. You can't find anywhere else in the Balkans. Here we have our truly Bulgarian street food. Now this is Princesi, and it's very simple street food. Pretty much just a slice of bread with a thin spread of ground beef mixture that is done with eggs, chopped onion, and it's kneaded really well. They sprinkle cheese on top, and this was most likely invented during Soviet times as a very satisfying but easy meal to make, and now it's just still loved because look at the size of this thing. And it's pretty affordable even to this day, so let's just go for it.
Crispy.
So crispy. Oh my gosh, that is so flavorful, like way more flavorful than I was thinking. The meat itself definitely has cumin in it, so it gives it such a nice spiced flavor. Almost tastes like the meat on the top here reminds me of like a kebab or a kebabchi or something like that because of the flavor of the meat. And even though you can see it's quite a thin layer there, it's actually packed with flavor. And because she grills it under the grill there, it's nice and toasty. It's just meat spread on bread. Like the most comforting thing you could have. Meat and bread like that.
It's like a leveled up garlic bread.
It seriously is, and with the cheese on top too, adds a little bit of extra flavor, but wow. This is a really, really tasty street food here in Sofia. Oh my gosh. And it just goes to show you again, sometimes the simplest foods are the best foods, am I right? And the best way to enjoy a fairly meaty, flavorful food like this is with your ayran. So this is a yogurt drink mixed with water. You find it all over the Balkans, in Turkey, super popular, nice and sour, and it always goes so well with meats. Oh, I love ayran, I have to say. Yep, it's just like a thin down yogurt. Sour, little salty. Nice and thick. Super flavorful. Goes so well with this. A little sprinkle of, I think a little extra cumin on top here. Ooh-wee. Oh, look at the color of that spice. So it's supposed to be apparently spicy, but I don't know if it's just spiced, so. Little kick, mostly just spiced, kind of like the cumin. Well, that's really good. Actually, that really completes this, I think.
That slice of bread is huge. You have so much left.
I feel like I've been eating it for a while, and there's way more than half left. It's a good job we have two of us, because I know it's just a thin piece of bread, but like we've got a lot of eating to do today, so this will be a good shareable. Right in the heart of Sofia now, and this is Vitosha Boulevard, which is just a beautiful walking street. There's loads of restaurants and bars, but it's a great place to come to just stroll and enjoy the city. Next up, we're going for something that is one of my favorites, fried dough. Come on. Look at it.
Haydi.
These two tasty little treats we have in front of us are Makitsa. Now this is a Bulgarian fried dough, and the dough is actually made with a bit of yogurt, which makes it quite unique, but it's super versatile because you can get it either savory or sweet. So I have the most traditional one here, which is the sweet one that is absolutely just covered in powdered sugar.
So much sugar on that. And I got the savory one with yellow cheese and lukenka, and that is a Bulgarian cured meat. You can see here, just look at those nice pieces of that cured meat there. Slices.
Looks good, and it's kind of, yours has gotten like a little melty and like sweaty because they're so warm, like hot, just fresh out of the oil there.
They made the dough fresh and then put it into the oil, so these are gonna be crispy,
and
crunchy,
they're actually like huge.
delicious. They are.
Okay.
All right. Cheers. Oh. That meat is unreal. Wow.
That sweet one is so good. The dough itself is fairly savory, so it's not overly sweet, but the powdered sugar on top just adds a nice sweetness to it that makes it, honestly, it kind of reminds me of like a funnel cake or something like that, because it's like a savory, not overly sweet dough with sugar on top.
It's very light on the inside, although it's not too airy actually. If you can see there, there's actually quite a bit of dough on the inside there. But this savory one, oh, again, that lukenka,
Good.
it's so good. It's almost like a salami. Taste that. Really, really good. Salty, cured meat goodness, and the yellow cheese, so good. Melted onto the dough like that. Okay, sweet bite. Oh, definitely more like a donut with the powdered sugar and the fried dough.
Okay, that meat with it is so good. It's nice and salty, the cheese as well. So it's quite different than having the sweet one. It makes this kind of more of a meal, I feel like. And there is just so much cheese on top of there. Look at that. It's just full of that kashkaval, that yellow cheese. Oh, this is super tasty. I don't know which one's my favorite.
I was gonna ask you which one's your favorite.
I can't tell because I do love like a fried dough donut like that, but like also with cheese and salami, that's a really tough call.
I gotta say, my favorite, definitely the savory one.
I knew it.
Can't go wrong with that. But let's just try an ultimate bite to see if they go well together. Ultimate Makitsa bite.
You know what? Not bad. I'm not bad.
That might be the winner.
Bye, Godelia. Bye. Oh, those Makitsa were so good. And this place here, Makitsa and Coffee, is one of the places you have to come and try Makitsa here in Sofia. All right, that was super tasty, but we've got some more food to eat. Come on.
Bulgarian, Romale, no speak English, sorry.
Извините.
Да, и аз така говоря английски,
Yeah.
малко от малко.
Milinka. Благодаря. Благодаря. All right, so we have got our delicious pastry here, and you can see these bakeries you can find all over the city, and they have tons of different things that you can get, from the banistas to pizza to sweetbreads, just all kinds of stuff. And what we have here is Malinka, which is actually a pretty massive cheesy loaf of bread, and I can't wait to try this. So here we have our Malinka. Look at the size of this thing. So this is a very fluffy looking, it's like a pull apart bread where little lumps of dough are stuffed with the Sirena cheese, which is like a white salty cheese that you find here in the Balkans. And just look at this guy. All right, I'm just gonna pull the whole thing out. Oh man, look at this. So it's super nice and cheesy. And actually, I think it's eggy too. From the bottom there, it looks like there's some egg there as well. So I think it's gonna be extra fluffy, because any kind of bread where you put egg in it too is always pretty good. So, okay, let's just pull this apart here. Oh, Look at that. Oh, nice and greasy. That is so light and fluffy feeling. Carb overload? Yes, please. Oh, that is so good. Wow, that's actually really incredible. There's so many different tastes and textures going on. Because of the way it's baked, it's got a little crisp to the top of it, so it's a little crunchy. But you can see in the center there, especially where the cheese is, it's so moist and so soft and fluffy with just a little bit of chew to it, you know, like a bread is like that. But it's nice because it's salty too. It's quite a savory bread. The bread itself is a little bit salty, but that Sirena cheese there, you can see it's similar, like I said, to a feta in terms of taste and texture. So it's nice and salty. Oh, and super firm and kind of chewy now that it's been baked, I think. But with the egg too, you can see, especially where the cheese is, just how moist it is and a little bit oily on the bottom there. Oh my gosh. This is such a tasty loaf, and I'm so glad we have a whole loaf to share. The kuchen. Oh, this is incredibly delicious. I'm pretty happy right now. One thing I love when we come and visit different countries is when they have a local bakery to visit, especially when they're ones like this that are actually just right on the street, so you don't even need to go in to see everything they have. And they've got all kinds from sweet to savory pastries, super affordable, and it's just a great place to come and grab a little something on the go to just tide you over throughout the day. And I've got to say, this Malinka is incredibly delicious. So greasy.
Another really popular street food here in Bulgaria is grilled meat. We've been carb loading a lot all day today, so I think it's time to get our meat on.
Oh wow!
Lagodaria!
Lagodaria.
Which one is this one?
It's pork.
Ah, pork, like a fried pork. Oh. Lagodaria. Oh, we got our grilled meats. Wow. Lagodaria, wow, thank you. Grilled pork? Wow, it's so succulent. Lagodaria, thank you. So we officially have our meat feast here, and what we actually came here for was the kebabche, which are these big long grilled kebabs, along with the kofta, which are these nice little meat patties here. And the difference between the kebabche and the kofta is that the kofta has parsley and onions inside, so you can see those nice little flecks of the parsley in there, but they are both just grilled up nice and hot, right, fresh on the grill. And the super nice owner gave us these fried pork meatballs, he was telling us, as well as he was just cutting up this nice grilled pork there. And that just came off really, really tender, so let's just take a bite. So tender, wow. Well, that is a lean and meaty piece of grilled pork. Just so soft. Look at that. Moving on to more meat, our kebabche. And you can just see there, you can see the flecks of spices. It looks like black pepper in there, as well as other spices. And it's just so cool how they make them into these almost sausage-like kebabs. All right, let's try it out. Oh, so juicy, and the meat, the texture is not what I was expecting. It's very almost fine. The meat's not coarse at all, so it's not like a ground beef or a ground pork you can see there. It's very solid, actually. You know what it reminds me of? Like a breakfast sausage. Oh, but the flavor, there's lots of cumin flavor in there. That's the forward flavor. Pepper, that is just juicy though. These are yummy. I want to try these hot off the grill kofta. Oh, definitely a different flavor with this one. With the parsley and the onion, oh, gives a very, very oniony flavor to that mixture. It does have a very different taste than the kebabche actually. It doesn't taste like that breakfast sausage. I can't get over the texture of the kofta and the kebabche. It's honestly really, really different. And I think it's because they actually need the ground meat and age it for about 24 hours before they actually grill it the next day. So it gives it this really, really distinct, really interesting texture. Just solid meat. It's like a mixture between a hamburger and a meatball and a kebab put together into this really just juicy meat explosion. Kebabche and kofta are really popular street food here in Bulgaria, and they're usually eaten together at a lot of these grilled meat shops that you can find all over the city. And here at the Grill House, they are a 24-hour grilled meat shop, so it's really popular for people who want grilled meats all day long, nighttime, morning, breakfast, whenever. And I want to try this fried meatball, pork meatball that we were given as well. Look at that, you can see the difference in color there with just the pork. Wow. Oh, red and green pepper in there. That gives it such a nice flavor. Okay, that one is amazing. But as with all things, let's just end this meat feast with an ultimate meat bite.
Our last stop on our Bulgarian street food tour today is for something that's super popular here in the city and is oddly enough, pizza. I've actually been looking very forward to this one. One, this one? Oh my gosh, this pizza looks insane. Look at this. Smells so good. And the cool thing about Bulgarian pizza is they have a number of interesting sauces to put on top. So let's dress this bad boy up. So our interesting sauces here, we've got ketchup, mayo, and mustard, as well as a chili sauce. So this is really interesting for pizza because I feel like these are more the ingredients or toppings you would put on like a hot dog. So I think I might just get like a little bit of mayo because I feel like this is like sacrilege a little bit for pizza. I'm just gonna squirt just a little bit on there for a little bite. And maybe I'll just do the mustard because I feel like it's the Bulgarian way. So we've got to at least give it a little try. Just gonna get a little squirt. But I do think where it's at is the chili sauce because that's just like a hot sauce. So let's get a little bit of that on there and I'll be a little bit more liberal because chili sauce is always usually pretty good. I must say I do love pizza, so I've really been looking forward to this today. Okay, I'm gonna just shove it off the end of my little cardboard guy here. Here we go. Oh, that's a good pizza. The crust itself isn't too thick. The cheese is super nice, melty, and it's hot because you just put those fresh ones out there. Oh, that is so good. The pizza just on itself, very delicious. Now, I'm gonna have to try it with these very interesting pizza toppings. Oh, look at this guy. All right, let's try this out now.
Mayo and mustard.
okay. I have to say, it helps that I like mayo and mustard, so it's actually not too crazy weird. The chili sauce actually gives it a nice spice, but I actually think I have to admit that it's actually pretty good with the mayo and mustard on there. I felt like it was like sacrilege putting that on a pizza, so I do apologize to like all Italians out there because I feel like this is not how you definitely eat a pizza, but in Bulgaria, this is how they do it, and honestly, that's not half bad. And the ingredients themselves that they actually use here in Bulgaria are very different than you find in other parts of the world. This one, we've got prosciutto, we do have mozzarella as well as a smoked cheese on top. But some of them you can get, honestly, all kinds of toppings here in Bulgaria. They just kind of go a little bit crazy with it, I find. But you see these places like this all around the city. They're so popular, just these little walk-up shops selling pizza, and it's massive. If you saw those pizzas there, they're huge. Like, just look at the size of this slice. And we were actually recommended this place, Johnny's Pizza, from a local here that works at Photo World, and he said that this is the #1 place to come. And we were also just told by another local that we made a good choice coming here. So, and I think we did, because seriously, this is a decent sized slice of pizza for only 3.5 leva. It's not too bad, honestly. That prosciutto is actually so thick and meaty, and the smoked cheese gives it such a nice, unique flavor. This is a dang good pizza. I think today has been a very successful day today exploring the street food here in Sofia. They have a little bit of everything from very traditional foods to some more, I feel like, modern inventions, like with this crazy popular pizza. But it just shows you the diversity and the amount of different foods that you can get when you're just kind of wandering around the city and you want a little quick bite to eat or something like that. And I think this was a good thing to finish off with because, again, how can you go wrong with pizza? Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our street food tour of Sofia today. If you did, give the video a like, make sure you share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to come with us on all of our food adventures. We're hungry to travel, and we'll see you next meal.